I like that life.
We are living in a matrix of blindness. We're living in the twilight zone of ignorance, the alternate universe where we normalize inhumanity and silence. Like a horrendous horror movie that begins and ends with a nation of broken people settled with existing and content with whatever scraps are left over after our democracy is removed of its dignity. And our life is overrun with fear, and the infection of hatred and the poison of politics has created a daily monopoly of our news and a consistent flow of our social media feed. We can't hide from it. We can't ignore it. We can't continue to say it ain't us because it is us. But how many times have we watched in horror from afar? How many videos have we watched? How many people have to be killed? How many daddies have to be snatched from the arms of their babies and mothers removed from the comfort of their home? When will we realize that the conversations you have about what you will do when if it was you will become the answers you will have when a black truck is in your rearview mirror or your door is being kicked in by mass men? Here's a little PSA. They are only doing what we have allowed them to do. Our government has been allowed for years to continue in our oppression. Our police left the community and began killing and beating and maiming our brothers and our sisters. Our educational system has been consistently trying to omit our history.
What we are facing now is just a reflection of what was allowed back then.
David was just like us. He was enraged by what he heard. He was upset by what he saw. He was frustrated about how he felt and sick of the situation in which we live.
Yeah, we on our high horse when we criticizing and critiquing someone else.
We spend so much time in the window that we don't see our reflections in the mirror. America knows just how to recognize cruelty when it's abstract, when it's someone else. We quick to talk about how we need to go over and liberate a country. We need to go over and negotiate some peace. We need to go over and change the culture of a sovereign nation. With our words, America claims to be a board of peace, but with unprovoked actions, we attack a sovereign nation in Africa. We attack unarmed boats in the sea. Then we turn around and attack the American people right here on our land. We claim to be the home of the free, but we are being accosted by Timu police officers in Amazon vests wearing Walmart patches. So how can you claim to stand on law and order when everything you do and everything you say is either lawful or in order? We are flat out just at war. We are war with ourselves because we don't know what to do. We are at war with the government because the government seems to have turned their backs on us, the poor and those who have a little something. We are at war with ICE raids. We are at war with family separations. We are at war with detention centers. We are at war with people being beat in the streets just for protesting, which is their right. We're at war with the deaths that are being caused by unqualified so-called federal agents who have no police training, no de-escalation training, given an Amazon package and said, hey, go ahead, go forth, do whatever you want to do. Kick in the door. We will defend you. We are the U.S. government. But I am here to hold up the mirror to you and to me and proclaim that this is our truth. It is our reality, and we can't keep our heads in the sand with cliche catchphrases out of context scriptures. It's time for us to stand up. See, that's why Nathan doesn't argue policy with David in this text. He doesn't debate the intent. He just points to David and says, it's about you. See, when the government brutalizes and the vulnerable and we stay silent, the mirror turns around and says it's about you. When immigrants are hunted and families are torn apart, people are beaten and killed, the mirror turns around and says it's about you. Too many times have I seen people say, this is not my fight. Gone are the days of business as usual. when masked men can come into an elementary school and snatch kids from their desks and put them in handcuffs. It's where we just believe that it won't happen to us. Gone are the times where we go to church and pray loud but stand silent in the streets. Gone are the moments that we take a break from all this. Where we take a break from reality and hope that someone else is going to handle it. We are at war with what we have ignored in the campaigns when they were being ran. We are at war with what we downplayed in the interviews that was taken. We are at war with centuries of oppressive policies that have been strategically tested over time. We are at war with ourselves. Now is the time that we open our eyes and shift our focus and get ourselves together and recognize who the Bible was talking about in 2 Timothy 3-5. It says, but mark this, there will be terrible times in these last days. People will be lovers of themselves, brutal, not lovers of good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of the pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. Have nothing to do with such people. We are living in a 2 Timothy 3-5 day. I'm sorry, we can't be friends if your policy persecutes my people. I'm sorry, we can't be friends if you support a person that denies and disrespects the God that I serve. We can't fellowship if you go to a church where the pastor gets up and says that black people need to close their churches and come to a white minister to receive the real word of God. I'm sorry, we can't go there. And if you sit there and listen to that stuff, if you sit there and absorb that stuff, you sit there and stay where that is, silence is consent. See, this is not just about a political failure or a spiritual collapse. It's a strategic plan and a result of ignoring the obvious. Realize that our story has changed. When power terrorizes instead of protects, it abandons its mandate for the people and by the people. When that power becomes destructive, silence is not faith. I'll put it to you just like this. What happens to our neighbors reflects who we are. This is the moment where the story stops being safe. It's about you. Not because you caused it, but because you have learned how to live with the oppression of someone else. You have learned how to live with death in the streets. You have learned how to live with misinformation circulating around everything. You have learned how to live with corruption from the White House. But I'm here to tell you, to challenge you, to punch you in the chest and let you know it's about you. Everything that happens is about you. You don't have to wait till it comes to your front door to do something. You don't have to wait till it comes to your car to speak out. You don't have to wait to support somebody. You don't have to wait to be a kind, loving, generous person to someone. You don't have to wait. But you don't get to just sit there like David and be burned with anger and speak out and say, oh, we should put this person in jail or we should do this and we should do that. What are you going to do? So the question is not whether our nation is broken, but who's going to confront what's breaking. It's not about if we're divided. It's about who is going to stand in unity. It's not about if they are working against us. It's about if we will fight back. Distance is not innocence. And faith is futile if it refuses to speak when the powers that be harms the weak. What happens to our neighbors reflects what we will tolerate. What we tolerate reveals what we believe, and what we believe shapes what we become. How can you say you love a God you've never seen, but hate your brother? Oh, I didn't say I hated him. Well, you hate him through your actions. You hate him through your omission. You hate when you try to keep business as usual when people are dying in the streets. You hate when we get distracted by tomfoolery and balderdash on the internet, and when we should be speaking to power. When you sit and listen to sermons that mean nothing and that don't address the needs of our people. See, this ain't about politics. This is about humanity. Humanity, get in the mirror. Ask who is paying for us to be silent. Who is manipulating you to keep wearing the mask of deception? Because the story has changed, people. It's no longer about them. It's about you. If we don't figure out a way to unite, we will already be defeated, because it's about